far are you willing to travel for coffee? In 2018, Binny Varghese traveled 26,000 kilometers across the country to discover different traditions behind coffee. He traveled for 120 days across 100 cafes in 21 states and 2 countries, and thereby getting his name as the Barista on Bike. He now shares his knowledge as a consultant of coffee and just wants to know why people in the country aren't drinking enough coffee. So let's meet him today and understand his journey as the Barista on Bike.
Hey Siddharth,
Hey Binny,
how are you?
good man, welcome to the Coffee Lab.
Thank you very much, long time.
So Binny, the idea behind Coffee Lab is very simple, man. Here we do great coffee
Okay,
and great conversations with bikers.
sounds good.
And since you're the expert, you gotta tell us what we're making today.
So we're gonna be making, I guess, one of the cheapest and the most easiest way to make coffee at home. Okay, so we're gonna be making that coffee today.
Alright, so what all equipments do we require for it?
So for the coffee that we're making today, all we need is coffee beans. Like that is one requirement. Okay, the coffee needs to be freshly ground. So you have coffee, you have one grinding equipment, which is either a hand grinder or a home grinder, hot water, and some kind of a filter. Okay, so first we're going to be grinding some fresh coffee beans.
Alright,
So I need some coffee beans if you have here.
here you go.
There you go.
So if you don't have this grinder, you said you can use a normal mixer that you get at home.
Yeah, you can definitely use a normal mixture at home. It's not a big deal. But if you use this, you're going to be using a little bit of your muscle power. But yeah, that's good enough to wake up in the morning.
Yeah, well I didn't go to the gym today, I hardly go there.
Okay, there you go.
So how much is a strong coffee? So if I want a strong coffee, what exactly is the amount of coffee that I should put in my account?
Try using about 2 tablespoons for a cup of coffee. Now a cup of coffee roughly about 200 ml. And if you think that is not strong enough for you, then you can always add in more coffee while brewing it.
Okay.
So you have the ground coffee that is ground. So this is about 4 tablespoons. So that is something that I've done for about 2 cups of coffee. Okay.
Alright.
So yeah, so now we have the water in. Now we just have to wait. So you have to wait for about 4 minutes. So again, as you said, if you remember, you asked me how to make your coffee strong. One, you want more coffee in your brew, or you can make your brew for a longer time.
So Binny, let's talk about what exactly you do. So you're a barista on bike, which basically means you brew coffee and you ride motorcycles.
Correct.
And a few years ago, you had this crazy idea of traveling across India,
Correct.
exploring random cafes. Why did you do it? How did it happen, man?
I'll start with the first one. So you said I am a barista, yes. So I am a barista, okay. But this term barista, not a lot of people understand that.
Barista is basically a bartender without alcohol, plus coffee.
Kind of. He's like the bartender for coffee, but with not the same amount of respect.
That's because there's no alcohol. No alcohol, no chicks dancing.
So yeah, so you mean to say you get respect only when there is high spirit?
Yes.
So yeah, so I mean, it happened one day that I was with my boss, with my ex-boss, and so we had about 50 cafes around the country, and I randomly asked him one evening after a few drinks, boss, this is, like 50 cafes, you've not visited all of it. Do you think I can do that? But I'll do it on my motorcycle. And he's like, yes.
Because the boss is drunk.
Kind of, yeah. So it's easier to get the consent on things like this, right? Can we do like, yeah, you can do it, I do that. So, but a few months later, he came back and he's like, Binny, would you still be interested? I'm like,
Undrunk. So you're sober then.
he was sober then. And I was sober. But I was like, probably not in my senses, but you're like, yeah, I definitely will do it and would love to do it. So yeah, that's when I started planning for it, and then I decided probably I'll go speak to people about coffee. I don't exactly know if I was going to do anything big, but at least I wanted to start. I want to see what's the coffee scene in India, and I'm so glad I did. I mean, it was amazing.
I think is it brewed enough now?
It's brewed. Now all you need to do is use a filter. So as I promised you earlier that we're going to be using a simple filter that can be used at home. Oh, this one's good. Okay, so we're going to be using a very simple and an amazing equipment. Ta-da! So this is something most of the people have at home, okay? So you cannot really give an excuse that I don't have a filter or a filter paper.
So even this will work.
This is going to work fantastically. So I'm going to make mine black because I like without milk. So I'm going to be just taking black, and I'm going to be making yours with. Okay, here you go. You can add the amount of milk that you think is good enough to make it blonde.
So let's take this downstairs and carry the conversation there.
Sure.
So Binny, have you noticed that all the coffee making countries are, usually dark skinned, they're brown guys, but all the coffee drinkers in all your videos and stuff are all white, man.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
Like coffee on a
observation.
black man just doesn't work.
But there's a logical explanation to it. There is equator, and then there is this Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. School, you would have learned long time.
Yeah. Don't remember it much, but yes.
But in between of these Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn is the only area where coffee can grow. So that also happens to be in those countries where there are dark-skinned people.
So coming back to your trip, man, you did a lot of states. What, 20 states?
22 states, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so like everyone has a favorite.
Yeah.
Which one was the worst?
See, there was a lot of time when I hated it. Like there was this once which I hated was Himachal, and there was one which I hated was Bihar. And so Bihar, for example, I did not hate it for the people. Okay, honestly, it was just because of the way the roads were. The roads are horrendous. Like I could not sit on my motorcycle seat for like about an hour and a half or something. The road was crappy. I mean, my bumps were paining, and it was like a very long day. Yeah, so I guess my bad days were these kind of days, wherein it was some kind of an experience that did not go well. But apart from that, most of the days I loved it.
So how's the coffee scene in say Himachal, or probably which is the best place that you think is serving a wide variety of coffee experiences?
There are a lot of interesting coffees around the country, man. And I was surprised myself. So there's this place in Udaipur where 20 odd small cafes, all of them are serving colored coffees. And I happened to take an interview of one of these guys who started this trend in Udaipur. He said he sources his instant coffee from 5 different countries. I was like, you could do that with instant coffee. I didn't know that. And imagine all the 20 shops or the 20 outlets there, all are doing the same thing. They all have their own individual blends, and they're mixing interesting exotic stuff. Then there's this place, Ranchi, Jharkhand. So very close to.
Dude, everyone knows Ranchi, Dhoni.
Yeah. So apart from Dhoni, the other interesting part of Ranchi that I remember was they have this a small pond or lake or something, and just right by the lake they serve black tea and black coffee with black salt. It sounds weird. Trust me, when he handed me the cup, I was sitting there alone, obviously, because I was traveling alone. I did not have a company there. There was this guy passing by. He's like, "Bhaiya, chai or coffee?" I'm like, "Coffee?" He's giving you black coffee, and he put something inside it. For the first few seconds, I was confused. What did he add? I took a sip, and I was like, "This is weird." And I called him back. Then I took another sip, and then I kind of liked it. Then I took a third sip. Then I said, "Can I have another cup?" And then it was interesting. I mean, it was just that I had never tasted black coffee with black salt.
So I was just wondering, Billy, so how many coffees do you have in a day? or do I cut that to have in an hour?
So in a normal regular day, I would be drinking close to about 7-8 cups.
Oh, that's a non-working day. That's a Sunday where there's no one looking. You don't have to drink it, but you're drinking it. So, all right, Binny, great talking to you. Great having you over.
Sure.
Right, and let's keep this conversation going at a different time.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks, Binny.
It was my pleasure.
Well, that was an amazing conversation with Binny. But before we end this video, let's take a look at how he made his coffee.